Well, hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Monterey to Gardnerville. And we're showing Minden here because that's where we're taking off, and we're going to take the TBM. They call this a Daher. It's a German-built aircraft. And probably if we had to go out and buy one, it'd probably cost us north of $5 million. And with inflation, it's probably creeping toward 10 million. And it carries 7, 8, 9 people, and it's at altitude. It's 300 miles an hour plus, pressurized. So we'll get a closer look here as soon as we kick off. But here we're going to take off from of course, Minden Airport, and we'll come south. That little green line shows where we're departing from, and it says runway 16, which means it's 160 degrees magnetic is our heading. And we come right straight south here, and we're going to come right over and find the we don't have to come very far south because it's right over in here is where it comes up right from there. So I'm going to find this road that comes across from Gardnerville over to your house, and I'll find it'll be a little better on my rendition, but we come right in here and head up, and I believe that's your house right there or there. We'll get close and we'll look around if I can remember, and then there's the grade going up right there. Then after that, we'll just fly around and land at South Shore. Okay, we're hit fly, and that's a B on there, so that's a Baron. That's a Beechcraft Baron. That probably costs, with 2 engines, that's going to cost almost probably $2 million. Okay, so we're gonna click this to say ready to fly, and bring in some light here for us. What do we have? It's a little late in the day, so we want the sun behind us. So we're gonna want the sun coming up, and that'll be behind us mostly. And so we get rid of that, and we already are here. We go outside when we want to take off, and we look right over in this direction. This is right where we're going, and you can see this is, they call it handcrafting. This, of course, looks, the airplanes, they say almost aren't real because they're so clean. So this actually, this is exactly how they look, the TBM. They have now, I think they're up to 950. So anyway, we'll take the brakes off. I always forget to take the brakes off, so it just sits in space. So we're not going to go real fast to start with. I click this little button and it gets lined up for me right in front. And then as it takes off, I'll go like that with a little hat switch on top of my yoke, so we can see it coming loose from the ground, and then we're looking right back up the Carson Valley toward Carson City right there. Okay, here we go, full power. But I'm going to come back on the power after we get loose. And this turbo prop probably has about 750 horsepower turbine. There we go. And it'll pull off the ground. There we go. The gear up and the flaps up. And we're going to already go to the right and start looking out where we're going here, so we can see your house. We could fly right over Gardnerville. That would probably be fun. So we'll do a little trip over Gardnerville. So it looks pretty realistic. This is made up from the satellite. Of course, the computer helps it a little bit. I guess this is 95 right over there. That's 395. Excuse me. Yeah, remember that comes into town. There's downtown. So we don't need to go up any higher. Where are we? At 6,000 feet. So we're up. I think we probably took off at about 3,000 feet. And there's your little city. And so now we'll swing back over to the right and see if we can pick up your house. And I see a road coming out here, and I can see the grade right there. So I'm right on. I've already spotted your house is going to be right in there. We have a little trick we can do. I don't think we have to drop down too much. Yeah, I can see exactly how the road goes. And I think I got the flaps up. Yeah, the flaps are up. So keep her down low here for a minute. And what we do is we come right here and we can stop it right there. So we'll stop it right over your house. And it'll be right there. We can move around. So we go in here. And what do we do? Do we go? I guess we go right up here. That's it. This first right turn. Yeah, that looks like it with the garage on the right. Maybe that's it. I kind of think that's it. Now, these houses, they're not perfect. The computer makes it up, but I think that's where you are. That you come, you're going up the hill and you make the right, then you make the left off of the grade. I don't see any other. As I recall, I should have Jack in here, but if I don't have it pegged, I think it was the first right, and then I think this was it right up there. Tell me if I don't have it right, and I'll get Jack to help me out. But the rest of it, we can go on up the grade. I'm going to go up to full power, and I'll unclick it, and we'll fly up the grade. And we just go unclick right here, and we go back out. So we fly right up the grade. We'll take a quick look back. Right there, right into the sun. And we'll go right up along the grade. You see our airspeed is coming up to 200. And we'll just follow the road right up over the hill. Right up over the grade. Now we can look back toward Gardnerville and over in there, up to Carson City. There's the lake. Then we can go inside. Look at the panel. Like right there. We got it overcharged. We'll go back outside. I like the outside picture better. The pilot, sitting in that pilot seat is actually pretty boring. And you can see the entire lake. we could just fly over this way a little bit. Yeah, we'll go past downtown and out to I forget, is it like Crystal Bay? Remember, I got to think of these little Tahoe keys. Will be in here. There's probably Fallen Leaf Lake. Go back over in there. I know a little bit about this area, and then we'll look up to. This is going to be Heavenly Valley right up there, and you see the South Shore Tahoe right there. And we'll go back in here. Yeah, Tahoe Keys. That's this little job right here. And yeah, I can't remember whether it's Crystal Bay. You'll know what I'm talking about. And look, we're getting a little snow on the mountains. We'll look out at the airport here and just flick the hat switch. It looks out to the left. Fallen Leaf Lake. This is a great little airplane. So it cruises under 12,000 feet. You have a speed limit, which is about 250. Of course, I'm not governed by a speed limit, but the sophisticated airplanes will start beeping at you when you exceed certain things, and I don't know how to turn that off. So this is probably the Crystal Bay right there. And again, it's not perfect, but the old pilot here, I probably had a little over 5,000. Maybe I quit logging when I was flying the mail. I'm coming back on the power, bringing it back to about 50%. This thing almost flies itself. Actually, with the autopilot that it has on board, you just turn on certain switches up here, and this thing will fly. It lands itself. It's amazing. Now we got to move the sun because we're flying back into the sun. So we'll move the sun late in the afternoon. We could look at it at night just to show you what. And this is about look at, we got a full moon going at this time, so we got lots of light, ambient light. Here's the saddle that we just flew over right there. It goes back over into the Carson Valley right there. Okay, actually you've seen this, so I'm going to land it in the night because it is such a and I can't control when the moon is out and when it's not out, but I just pulled the power all the way back. But it's a constant speed prop, so it just stays going. And I need to drop the flaps. I'm a little fast for flaps. And put the gear down. Normally I'd have to lose speed. Put flaps down all the way. That'll slow me down. You're not supposed to do that until you get the white. See the white over here in the lower left corner? That's the flap range. So I'm not supposed to put the flaps down until I'm below 120. Now I have to come back up with power. Now just so I can see what I'm doing here, I'm gonna go back inside, and I don't need any power on. So I need to kind of use a little what we call S-ing. Do a little S-ing back and forth to lose a little altitude because I'm high. And then we'll put it back on. And the runway is plenty long. So we'll just come right back here and we'll go back outside. There we go.
500.
Come back in with a little power. and we'll end up landing just slightly wrong. Get it right on the tail here. And we're at 83, which is just fine. We have enough to flare out, so we just come right down. Down to the runway. Start pulling back. Back. Went a little fast. There we go. And we'll touch down right at stall speed. And we touch down. And we put the brakes on. There we go. We have the thrust reverser. And that slows you down no time at all. And put the flaps up. So this thing is really tricky with, it's got all the bells and whistles. It'd be a perfect airplane for me. You know, you have a multi-engine, which is a little bit safer, but that's for night and inclement weather. But these days, you know, if you get old like I am, you wouldn't be flying in weather and all that stuff. So here they have these guys come out, see the little thing. So we'll pull around here and park. Oh, he's on the other side. And you get the idea. See, he's facing the other way, and he would, if we had gone in the proper direction, when we get around to him, he would pull. He would be directing. He would be directing us with his little flashlights, and he'd put them up over his head with them crossing each other when he would want us to stop. But this is what they wanted us to do, was come around in the other direction. So here we are. This may have been handcrafted. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. So they might and handcrafting has nothing to do with the hand. They just use the computer does it for you. There you go. And we pull the thing back. We can go inside and shut it down, but I just move the mixture to idle cutoff. This airplane probably doesn't have a mixture in it because it's turbine. The old airplanes I first flew in were reciprocating engines, and they had a mixture control. And what's really fun here is that the propeller then goes into feathered position, but I don't see it going into feathered position. And we'll turn off the lights, and we'll look back here at the whole scene. There we go. All right, there's your flight over to South Shore. Merry Christmas. Take care.